It's time for another new Kansas City Spotlight. Here's your host, Belinda Post.
Now, if you think hearing loss just affects your senses, think again. In your golden years, as your hearing declines, your risk for falls can double or triple. Taylor Parker of Hearing Healthier is back with an explanation and answers. Taylor, thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Balance, it can be affected by untreated hearing loss.
Yeah, so, when I was on last time, we talked about how hearing works, that with an untreated hearing loss, our brain is actually doing the hearing, and if we're not treating our hearing loss, we're robbing from two areas. Our brain has to compensate. First one was cognitive when we talked about dementia, but the other was balance and gait. So even with a mild untreated hearing loss, it triples your risk of falling. Every 10 decibels your hearing loss worsens, it increases that risk by up to 140%. So it is exponential in what can happen with that untreated hearing loss. Falling is the leading cause of accidental death and hospitalization for those over the age of 65. So it's a serious issue that they really need to, be conscious of. When we talk about your brain, we talk about cognitive balance and, balance and falling and understanding the ramifications for not treating your hearing loss.
And if you do have a loved one who could be experiencing this, these symptoms can't be reversed.
We can't take our brain back to its original form, as we talked last about how our brain gets rewired with an untreated hearing loss. It changes form, but studies show that those individuals that treat their hearing can reduce that risk of falling by 50% versus those that don't treat their hearing loss. And then those that actually treat their hearing loss but wear hearing aids at least 4 hours a day increase from 50% up to 65%. So wearing hearing aids really can help, but yeah, we can't reverse our brain back to its original form. But if I could reduce my risk by up to 65%, I'd sure make that move.
Yeah, that's very significant. Now, if someone listening right now is dealing with this or they know someone who is, what are some of those next steps?
That first step is just, book that free hearing screening. Get in, find out, if you've never had a test, at least find out what's going on. If you have and you're thinking, it's time I do something, it's, get that test, make that move, get that process started.
And you do care a lot, so you've got a special offer for people listening.
Yeah, for those that call by the end of the day and book their free hearing screening at our Leawood office, we'll get a $200 discount per hearing aid on our Family Series devices, multiple hearing aids in that series. But, it's that free hearing screening, find out what's going on, but then also take that next step.
Yeah, make the proactive approach.
That's right.
Thank you so much, Taylor.
This Kansas City Spotlight has been paid for by Hearing Healthier. For more information, visit hearinghealthier.com.